Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to go over the NFL for Friday, September 5th, Kansas City versus the LA Chargers. And as you can see, the opening odds are on the screen. We also have the opening spreads as well as the opening totals. And those are significant, and we're about to go over why. You have to analyze that if you're going to compare it to the current odds and make a proper bet. Now, we went 3 for 3 yesterday on the spread, total, and money line. We got Dallas on the money line, Dallas on the spread, excuse me, Philadelphia on the money line, and total went under 47.5. So on the Patreon, hit me up. I'm gonna tell you now, you will win. Link is in the description and in the video throughout this video. But yes, let's start with the opening odds and analyze that. All right. Kansas City, these are my notes here. Opening money line minus 150 as you just saw as a favorite, plus 130 for the Chargers. 150 reduces to, these are numbers are just reduced. 1 plus 50 equals 51, 15 plus 0 equals 15, and 1 plus 5 plus 0 equals 6, and that's how we get these values here. We do that to analyze if we need to compare it to any numerology or any gematria or anything such as that. That's why we utilize this. Minus 166 current money line for Kansas City, plus 140 for the Chargers. Spread minus 3 points. Three-point favorites are the Chiefs. Currently at minus 115 cost, and I can just look at it here. Minus 115 cost, plus 3 at minus 105 cost for the Chargers at 3-point underdogs. All right. Over under totals at 46.5 points, and it has remained consistent really since the odds opened. It is the same thing for the opening odds here as well as the spread, even though the spread has changed in cost. It went from minus 115 cost for Kansas City to minus 105 for the Chargers. Now, don't be surprised if those costs flip by the time the game, by the time kickoff starts. It could be Kansas City minus 105 on the spread, Chargers minus 115 on the spread, and they do that for a reason. And don't be surprised if, more than likely this won't happen, but it could go up to 3.5 points in this game, 3.5 points. Also, total 46.5 points has remained consistent. Minus 110 cost has remained consistent for the over and the under. Now, let's get started with the analysis. We'll do the analysis last. We're going to go to the expected value because that is based off the opening and the current odds. Now, 58% win percentage and 42% win percentage on the opening at this minus 150 plus 130. Now, that gives Kansas City an expected value. Expected value is the measure of what a bettor can expect to win or lose on each bet placed on the same odds time and time again. Minus $3, negative $3.33 for the Chiefs at 58% win percentage. Negative $3.40 for the Chargers at 42% win percentage. Now, the current odds, which are based off the current odds, minus 166 for the Chiefs and plus 140 for the Chargers. That gives Kansas City an even higher win percentage, 60% and 40% for the Chargers. And that 40% gives the Chargers a negative $4 expected value, and the Chiefs a negative $3.86 expected value. All right. Now, let's go over, and once again, those are based off the current odds. Now, let's go over the analysis and the odds breakdown. All right, Chiefs have won 7 in a row. Get this, 7-7-7. Chiefs have won 7 in a row. The past 3 games have been decided in the final 7 minutes of regulation. Could there be another 7? And think like Vegas, think the slot machine, think the number 7, the number of the wizard, the number of luck, the number of basically the number of magic. 7-7-7-7. Could there be another 7 in this game? 7 related to something else in this game. And this is reported, by the way, by multiple sporting outlets. Just letting you know. Could there be another 7? Keep that in mind. Chargers ranked number 1 in the NFL in scoring defense last year, only allowing 17.7 points per game. More 7s. Can the Chiefs get their 10th consecutive AFC West title this year? They're going for their 10th in a row. Don't forget the importance of the number 9. Do not forget the importance of the number 9. It could be a case where another team, a lot of people looking at Denver this season, that could upend the Chiefs to win the West. But they're still the Chiefs. Just keep that in mind. They're still the Chiefs. Now, with that being said, speaking of AFC West titles and division titles and conference titles, I will be putting up props on that on the Patreon either later today or definitely before Sunday, the rest of the games on week 1 take off. Definitely doing that today or early tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. Now, odds movements have been sparse on all facets, all 3 facets: the spread, the money line, and the total, as I just showed you. Which means the NFL has a definitive answer on which team will win across the board. In Brazil, this game is in Brazil, Sao Paulo, and yes, when you see this plus 130, let me let you know this. Whenever you see plus 130 or minus 130, there's a definitive answer, and more than likely, whichever team is associated with the 130 rarely wins, especially the negative 130s. They rarely win, and the plus 110s win more so than not. Don't forget 11 is the master builder number. Just keep that in mind. Now, this plus 130 opening. These are opening odds, by the way. Plus 130, you rarely see a team win with that. But keep in mind, their odds have gone up to plus 140. Plus 140. And let me scroll down. Oh no, we're right here. All right, and this 7% here on the money line, based off the plus 140, is only getting 7% of the money. Now, earlier, I'll say earlier in the week, just after Labor Day or somewhere around Labor Day, this 7% was at about 17-18%. Once again, this is the number 7. Obviously, that's not going to hold up, so you can't go on that. These are just splits. These are basically where the money is going based off global sportsbook averages. But this was around 17%. It has dropped down to 7%. And this has increased to plus 140. Just keep that in mind. All right, Kansas City is getting 85% of the betting on the money line and 93% of the money. The Chargers are getting 15% of the betting and 7% of the money on the money line. Spread looks like this: 50-50 on the betting, money on the spread. Once again, the spread is 3-point favorites are the Chiefs at minus 115 cost. 3-point underdogs are the Chargers at minus 105 cost. That is getting 43% of the money. The Chiefs are 57% of the money going to the Chargers. Over under 46.5 has remained consistent since the odds opened in early August for this game. 12% of the betting, 15% of the money. 88% of the betting on the under, 85% of the money going under 46.5 points. Now, when the sharps go in, look out for that over. When the sharps go in, look out for that over because, as I stated, this is why I give you these analysis. They had the number 1 ranked scoring defense, which means they allowed the fewest points, which is why everybody's betting the under. But when the sharps go in, they know where do these costs adjust. Does this minus 110 hold up? Or does it turn into minus 105, minus 115? Somewhere, over or the under. Over has a chance in this game, especially with so many people betting the under. But it depends on where they parlay it. Where do they parlay the under? But yeah, that is the game for today. We will be going over more. Also, we'll be posting the college football on the Patreon. Links, all the picks are on the Patreon. We went 3 for 3 yesterday. Spread, money line, total. Cowboys on the spread. Philadelphia on the ML total went under 47.5. I'll get you right. You want the right picks, I'll get you. I analyze these odds, do it all the time. And yeah, join the Patreon. Link is in the description and in the video. Pray every day. I've been Scott. Take care. And all of this will be in the description of the video as well, all my notes and things. So yeah, see you there.